the words of my mouth and the meditation of our hearts be always acceptable in your sight, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. I know why I never stand here. I can't even see over the light. I don't know. I'll try to lean over. There is a reason why I'm here, and it's not because I'm feeling intimidated. It's because I'm going to quote to you from this book. And, you know, it's kind of heavy, and I can't see real well these days. And so I thought, rather than trying to hold the book, move my glasses, I put it here where I had a light. I might be able to read. Okay. I bring this book to your attention because I think it is important that you know that even priests, even old, experienced priests like me, struggle with some of the readings. And I looked at these readings today and I said, I am in trouble. And I thought, well, I hate the ending of Job. Hate it. I think it's terribly unfair and wrong. Everything turns out all right for him. That's not my experience in life. I didn't get millions of dollars. I didn't get lots of kids. I didn't get all this stuff and all this goodwill. So I don't like that ending. You know, it's sort of like a Hallmark, you know, movie. How at the end everything has to turn out nice and sweet and good. My brothers and my sisters, that ain't life. It's not like that. And so I didn't like that very much. I like the reading from the Gospel about the blind man. I find it fascinating. We not only get his name, Bartimaeus, we get his father's name, Timaeus. And if we've been paying attention, we realize this is the second blind person whose sight is restored. Can anybody remember the first blind person and how Jesus restored his sight? Thank you for actually. If you recall, Jesus spit and made kind of with his saliva a paste and put it on the man's eyes and then told the man to go and cleanse himself. And then when his sight was restored, told him to go and tell no one. That was the first one. We don't know that guy's name. We don't know what happened to him. The reason this story is different than that one is this is the last of the miracles that Jesus performed in the Gospel of Mark. Jesus is getting ready to go to Jerusalem. Jesus is getting ready to be crucified. Jesus is getting ready to be revealed as nothing less than the Savior of the world, the Son of God. And if you notice in this reading, Bartimaeus, for the first time in the Gospel of Mark, calls Jesus the Son of David, puts Jesus in the line of the one who will be the Messiah. And we are told that it is Bartimaeus' faith that heals him. We are also told that Bartimaeus does not go off to live his life peacefully and good, but rather Bartimaeus follows Jesus. Where does Bartimaeus follow Jesus to? To Jerusalem, to the crucifixion, to the pain and the suffering of the world taken upon this man. Quite a contrast, actually, to the sweet Hallmark ending of Job. I am going to now read, apart from this commentary. This thick book is one of 12 volumes. They're all about this thick. They are a commentary. It's called the New Interpreter's Bible, a commentary on the books of the Bible. This book covers 1st and 2nd Maccabees, Job, and the Psalms. Yeah, we all know 1st and 2nd Maccabees, right? So Job we've heard of, we know, we've been reading, and the Psalms we know what they are. But this book, I don't know how many pages it is, but it's too many and it's very heavy. But I was struck by this particular commentary on the first part of the reading of Job, because I think it informs us about our situation today in America and all too often in our personal lives. So let me read. The first part of the reading of Job is Job's reply to God after God has said, "Who am I?" and he has revealed who God is. And so Job is saying, "I know that you can do all things, and that no purpose of yours can be thwarted. Who is this that hides counsel without knowledge? Therefore I have uttered what I did not understand, two things too wonderful for me which I did not know. Hear, and I will speak. I will question you, and you declare to me. Had I heard of you by the hearing of the ear, I had heard of you by the hearing of the ear, but now my eye sees you. Therefore I despise myself and repent in dust and ashes." As Job's reply suggests, seeing is a complex business involving much more than simply having one's eyes physically open. An old proverb makes the point nicely. 90% of what a person sees lies behind the eyes. In other words, in our head. Even at the literal level, this proverb is true, for the brain structures visual stimuli into meaningful patterns. By means of these patterns, some features are made to appear prominent, and others are virtually screened out, so that the visual stimulus may be recognized as a meaningful thing, that is, an apple, a knife, a face. Without the template that organizes raw perception, a person could not see in any real sense. The proverb is even more true at the level of moral perception. What a person is able to see in a situation depends a great deal on the organizing and interpretive frameworks that person brings to it. Some aspects of an experience will be made to appear significant, and others will be relegated to the periphery or not perceived at all, so that the experience may be interpreted, that is, as a situation of injustice or an act of caring, a show of indifference. Most of the time, we are not aware of these frameworks because they lie behind the eyes, at the level of subconscious presuppositions, but they very directly influence what we are capable of seeing. So it was with Job. He could see only injustice in this situation because his interpretive paradigm, based on a legal metaphor, organized his experience in terms of rights and wrongs. As Job discovered, events do occur that challenge and sometimes overturn the paradigms that have shaped one's perceptions. Yet people do not readily let go of the frameworks that have shaped their vision of reality. Often, it is when we have already begun to suspect that something is wrong with our paradigms that we become most resistant to allowing them to be challenged. It is not just that we cannot see something, but that we are afraid of looking squarely at what we can glimpse just at the periphery of our vision. Like the characters in the book of Job, many people are reluctant to confront the reality that human beings cannot secure their lives and their families against harm. We do not want to see that bad things happen to good people. Yet horrible things can happen without apparent rhyme or reason. Premature death, accidents, violence, and illness can happen to anyone at any time. We all know that to be true, and yet we resist it with all our being. drivers exist, but why must one kill my child? Cancer is a reality, but why must it strike my spouse? The seeming randomness of such events is terrifying, and so we cling to interpretive paradigms of experience that will mask the reality, organize it in a way that makes it appear to be something else. Job's friends employed a number of such frameworks, which allowed disaster to be seen as moral discipline, punishment, etc. Job rejected those frameworks, but embraced an alternative legal paradigm that allowed him to declare the disasters morally wrong and to have someone to blame. All of these paradigms allowed them not to see what they were afraid to see, that the chaotic is an irreducible aspect of creation that must be taken into account in any adequate understanding of experience. To that extent, their moral paradigms serve them as a means of denial. The reality that Job has to confront in the divine speeches is the ineradicable presence of the chaotic in existence. God's speeches do not invite speculation as to why the chaotic is part of creation. They are not a theodicity in the sense that a theodicity, which means study of God, attempts to explain or justify the presence of in God's creation of those things that render human existence fragile and vulnerable. Theodicities are explanatory frameworks that often serve to mask or obscure something that is difficult to acknowledge. When, in their attempt to justify death, pain, suffering, theodicities speak of such things only as appearing to be evil, but really being for some greater good, then they are forms of denial. Know a few Christians that do that? Oh, that's terrible that happened to you, but there's a greater good that's going to come in the end. You just don't see it yet. Job's friends had attempted just such justifications as they suggested that suffering was divine discipline, but the divine speeches make no such claims. They insist that the presence of the chaotic be acknowledged as part of the design of creation, but they never attempt to justify it. The pain claimed by the eruption of the chaotic into human life must be recognized as such. As I read that, what struck me, two totally different things. First of all, an experience I had yesterday. It was the All Saints Pontiac rummage sale, and I was working with a gentleman that I have known for several years. He was at another church, now is at All Saints Pontiac. And as we were talking, he explained to me that he is a conservative. I still like him. He explained to me that the way he functions at All Saints Pontiac is it is a challenge to him to suspend his judgment. That he has decided that when he is at All Saints and doing things at All Saints, he will simply suspend his judgment of the people that come through the doors, his judgment as to whether they're deserving or not deserving, his judgment as to whether or not they've earned or merit care, but he will simply serve. I would say he is a person who has come to see in part. He has come to see that his framework of the world is incomplete. He has not come to the point where he has accepted a new framework for the world. But he has decided that he will immerse himself that he will serve in this place that is uncomfortable for him, while not yet giving up that which he has held dear for many years. As I think about our nation and our present times, one of the things that has really struck me in the last weeks as we struggle is I remember that while I was teaching, which is 20-some years ago, American history and American government became utterly irrelevant courses. That is what the high school student took in summer school for an easy grade and just to get it out of the way. I would posit to you that we are reaping the benefit of 25 years of telling people that understanding how our government works and understanding our history is unimportant. We have been blind to the cause and the effect of our doing. I also do not understand those who can, in the face of cruelty, in the face of attempts to murder and to kill, in the face of successful attempts to murder, can say that what is said and done by people has no consequence. When you preach or teach or advocate violence, you are a participant in the violence that ensues. You are morally responsible. When you condemn someone and speak in judgment of them, and that causes someone else to dismiss them or fire them, you are responsible. That may be the correct thing to do, but it may not be. But we are responsible for our words as well as our actions. And another part where we have been blind is to see that connection. That what we say influences and affects what we do. What we proclaim as important affects what is important. I also struggled with the commentary's sense of chaos, because I don't like chaos. I like things neat and buttoned up and in their place. But the commentary is correct. I'm just deluding myself when I think I've done that and gotten it all safe. Chaos, the commentary says, is a part of this world. We do not know why, and God has not deigned to explain why chaos is part of the creation. However, we do have some glimpses. We know that it is out of the chaos of the cosmos that this earth was born. We know that it is out of the chaos that the heavens and the earth were separated, that the dry land appeared and the seas were contained. We know that chaos in Oriental language is, the word means opportunity and danger. That in chaos, new things can come forward. That in chaos, there is the opportunities for new birth, new life, invention. But there is also the opportunity for destruction. And God, in God's infinite wisdom, which I do not understand, has entrusted in us to live through the chaos, to bring creative newness of life, rather than danger and desolation. And the choice is ours.